Okay, here I am. This is Sarah from Align with Sarah. Thank you for being here. This is the live stream for the second or the fourth Wednesday of every month. Both the second and fourth Wednesdays of every month, I do a live stream here on the YouTube channel. One live stream is focused on working with, introducing, demonstrating the technique called tapping, which is something that you can see the replays of. And then we have today, we'll be focusing on energy work. I do call this group Reiki session. Reiki, restorative healing, just energy work in general, chakra balancing, meridian work. It all just sort of feels the same to me. So to make it the easiest, I just call this Reiki, but we're going to be doing a little more talking than what is traditional in a Reiki session. And we're going to be using some tools that are part of other pieces of my practice. Today specifically on my mind, the specific work for today, it's this experience that you may know, you may have observed, you may have experienced. It might just be like the light bulb might just be coming on right now. But when we do this work for trying to grow personally and like reach goals, no matter where they are in our life, relationships, financial, like career-based, just general growth, we can get in this pattern of making some progress, feeling some change, and then we like rubber band, like snap back into maybe even like, 2 steps forward and like 5 steps back. I call that our old self kind of knocking on the door. Some people say the rubber band. Some people say the, it's like my least favorite term. It's like the thing that you have like a negative self-thought. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's when you are kind of hiding from yourself. I think this can happen in the financial piece. It can happen in the relationship piece of life. It can happen in all these different places. And I had this experience the last few weeks where I feel that old self, like knocking, that old energy is like knocking on that door of this moment. How would future self, the Sarah of like where I'm going with my goals, how would that person interact with this experience, respond, react, versus the person of my past? Panicking, anger, blaming, all of those negative emotions keep us in that loop of feeling stuck. When we think about, where am I going? How could future Sarah react to this relationship strain, this financial strain, this question of purpose, this rocky road on career path? And today our energy work is going to address that energy that keeps us stuck as being old Sarah, old version of ourself. And I will say it is typically foundational energy. So the energy of the root chakra, the energy of those core beliefs, tying that into meridian work that is going to be a vessel, a governing vessel, or energy of the front body, the conception vessel. This is energy that we might be holding in our dantian. The Jing of life, kidney energy. So even though it is typically foundational, it doesn't mean it'll be in the same, like, quote unquote, place in everybody's body or everybody's spirit or the mind, the heart, the prana. So stay open to noticing a story that comes up for resistance, noticing as we're working any emotions that kind of maybe like fly out of nowhere, like, you know, who is this Sarah and what does she think she knows about everything? And then that's typically followed by the story of like, she doesn't know how hard it is to whatever. That's the part that we need to heal. That resistance, that question, that part of us that makes us want to like raise our hand and say, well, you don't know this story. You don't know the struggle. You don't know what I've been through. And that is probably correct. But then none of us know what any of us have been through. So this work is offered as general. Arriving to this work, we have to internalize it to a point of healing. No judgment. Where is this taking me? What is this teaching me? What is this reminding me of? That's the part that's part of that journey that is yours. And that's the part of the journey that takes you into that root cause, that root piece, that seed that is established, that creates that limiting belief, that creates that limiting outcome. So I'm going to take a moment and offer a prayer full of gratitude and love for the impending success that we're about to have in this work that helps us clear the path, lift the veil, so we can connect to that best version of us, that successful version of ourselves that's already gotten over this hump, this challenge. We can move forward with that warrior knowledge of wisdom. I'm looking at a chart of emotions. It's also a summary of some Chinese medicine theory, chakra information. So this is all negative emotions, and many of the emotions, it feels like they're kind of repeated on here. We have dread, we have horror, we have fear, we have terror. All of them kind of feel like they're the same, but they have a different frequency. They have a different hormone combination. They create a different thermal imprint. They create a different vibration in the body. And what we're working with right now is terror. And terror usually connects to the unknown. Like when we're terrified to open the door, like because we have no idea what's behind there, but we hear the grumbling, we hear the growling, we whatever. Feel the heat, see the smoke. We don't know. We don't have wisdom. We don't have clues. We don't have information other than these warning signs of the unknown. As mentioned a little bit earlier, we talked about that machine of life, kidney energy. This is kidney. This emotion of terror is this kidney energy. And having that moment to connect to that one story that I shared, that fear of what's behind the door. That fear of the unknown can also apply to, and I'm going to change my words, that terror and how that connects to the unknown. We might not know how to be in the spotlight. We might not know how to be appreciated. The unknown might be, well, what do I do with this money if I am able to make $10,000 a month? Like, how does that change my rhythm? I don't know how to do that. And so even though we might feel these yearnings, and have these goals, those underlying factors keep us from truly aligning to the energy of that future us that has completed that goal or embracing that goal. And this work to clear this trapped emotion, the energy of terror, this interruption in our system. I'm doing work on my body as an example for anyone here, whether you're on the replay or here live. We're shifting that for the benefit of all beings without exception. And if you have resistance, then you can come to this on another day. The only thing required here is a sense of allowing, a sense of curiosity, a sense of open-mindedness, a sense of just taking a moment and working a kidney point, kidney 1, at the bottom of the foot. It's a very special point in Chinese medicine, acupuncture. Kidney is the only meridian, which are those like pathways of qi. Kidney is the only meridian that does not begin or end on a finger or a toe. We've created a lot of connection in this moment. You can choose to just receive. You can choose to be engaged, running the fingertips from the forehead up over the head, just acknowledging, letting go. This is very similar to swiping a magnet on that magnetic strip on a credit card, or like a key for a hotel door. Just letting that go. And as we let go of a story, this piece of that story where you wanted to raise your hand and be like, Sarah, but you don't know how hard this thing is. When we start to shift the energy that holds that story as true, we can then start to like peel away the lessons of saying, oh, you know what? I keep doing this thing, and then I keep getting this outcome. Maybe I should stop doing this thing and that thing and the other thing so I can get a different outcome. It also opens up the opportunity of awareness of self-sabotage behavior. And as we shift those beliefs that hold on to that story of struggle, we can also notice those opportunities of like that little twinge of financial strain or relationship stuff or purpose, career, all of the things, and say, I recognize how I want to react. I also know the benefits of choosing to respond as future me. And just that pause clips another set of energy, whether we have words for it or not, to further let go of our commitment to the struggle. There's infinite possibilities out there. And for each one of those stories, there's an infinite possibility of a story that's very similar to that one. There's literally endless opportunity. We're focusing on those negative outcomes. We have endless opportunities of negative outcomes. We also have endless opportunities of growth, change, success, wisdom. I just heard Bob Proctor sharing that wisdom in his book about shifting the paradigm, talking about, I'm not sure who said the actual quote, he was quoting someone else that says, rockets fail their way to the moon. Every failure is a success. Every single failure. I need to stop doing this. I need to course correct. Sometimes it's a big shift. Sometimes it's just, oh, over here. Oh, over here. And sometimes there's an awareness that like, I need to be way over there. Let's go over there now. Let's stop. Why am I here? What happened? Nope, I just need to be over here. I just need to be doing something else. So we'll stay here for just a moment. Or maybe you're standing or laying down. Whatever you're doing, maybe close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. And invite in that warrior that's full of courage, full of willingness. And I'm going to open my eyes and see if there's anything here I need to talk about in the comments. It doesn't look like, not so much. I don't really see anything. I have this permission series thing. This is on the website, Daily Direction. 36 different permissions. We're going to close today. With choosing one from my what's online on my website is a downloadable product. So you download it, print it. I cut them out, cut out each one into this like strip you have lines on there on the printout. And then I fold them up and I have them in this jar. I have one in my office, I have one in the classroom, I have one at home. And I love picking out what I call a permission. Each one says permission to something. And it's like a divinity practice, like tarot cards or angel cards. And this is permission to say kind things to myself. And that feels very timely, as they almost always do. Oops, sorry about that. Permission to say kind things to myself. I will invite that into being your permission for the afternoon, the day, the rest of your life. Hopefully that is long and healthy and happy. I don't see any questions here in the comments. If you do have a question, you can get on that website and submit a contact form to reach out to me for any questions or anything that comes up. And I will say, because we are on a live stream, we can be anywhere in the world in this moment. I have a Zoom, I can think of the word. I have a Zoom workshop coming up tomorrow evening at 6. It's free, and it talks about a new understanding of symptoms, and it talks specifically about anxiety and sleep disorders, sleep disturbance, I should say. And it offers some insight, it offers some ideas, it offers some tools. We have a little bit of practicing time. And we are usually together for about an hour and 15-ish minutes, depending on how many questions are being asked. If I'm just presenting it, it's about an hour. But you are more than welcome to join that again on the website. You will see, I think it's under Work with Sarah, Less Anxiety, Better Sleep is an option underneath that tab. And once you click on that, you can see more about the workshop and click the button to fill out the Google form and sign up. And I will send out the Zoom meeting link just before the meeting starts. Okay, well, thank you everyone for being here. If you're here just in the last few moments, this shows up as a replay on the YouTube channel, so you can feel free to check out the full video as we walked through some work to clear that energy that keeps us stuck, rubber banding back to old regular routine, behavior, actions, outcomes, even after we maybe have made some progress in personal growth. So please check that out, and please reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.